Another major development in the mystery of Flight 370. In addition to that flight simulator, a laptop also removed from the home of the pilot. They also searched the home of the co-pilot. All of it coming tonight after that new satellite information revealing the plane was last heard from somewhere along those two red arcs. And officials believe the most southern arc there, that route is more likely. Tonight, they're focusing the search right there in that circle, 1,200 miles across. And this evening, the focus on those two pilots growing more intense after learning someone in that cockpit had to have programmed that hard left turn. Our team at the pilots' homes all weekend long, just as authorities arrived more than a week after the plane disappeared. More on what they found at those homes in just a moment here, but our team coverage begins tonight with ABC's David Curley, who has a closer look now at where they're searching for that plane tonight. David, good evening.
Good evening, David. It is the question, where is Flight 370? It is somewhere along these red lines, but sources tell ABC News it is this track, the southern track, that they are most interested in, the one you just mentioned. Searchers are looking there, as well as whoever carried out what are called tactical aviation maneuvers in the cockpit. Tonight, the U.S.'s most sophisticated sub-hunter, the P-8, has joined the search for Malaysian Flight 370, as even more evidence is revealed that this disappearance was a deliberate act. And whoever was at the controls apparently knew what they were doing. ABC News has learned early in the flight that took off at 12:41 a.m. for Beijing, 3 specific actions happened in the cockpit. A hard turn off the flight path was pre-programmed into the jet's computer. The data transmission system was turned off sometime after 1:07. The location transmission cut at 1:21. In the middle of all this, someone in the cockpit radios Kuala Lumpur air traffic controllers and says, "All right, good night." Moments later, that hard left bank.
If you're intentionally shutting off those systems, only one reason is to basically vanish, to make it very difficult to find you.
But what the person at the controls didn't know, this jet was still communicating with the satellite. Over the equator, the satellite received 6 pings, but it can only tell the distance from the jetliner to the satellite, not location, not even northern or southern hemisphere. From the last ping, experts were able to plot position points and a spot where the jet would have run out of fuel. Connect the dots, and because the Earth is round, we get 2 arcs. The jetliner could be anywhere along here, but most likely on this southern track. In fact, 2 sources tell us the plane most likely went down in the South Indian Ocean far west of Australia. Still, Malaysian officials say they are investigating both arcs and have asked countries to their north to provide satellite and radar data. Finding the plane and its black boxes remains the highest priority. The cockpit voice recorder, which recycles every 2 hours, may not have any voices after more than 7 hours in the air unless the recorders were disabled, which a pilot can do.
The pilot can turn off the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder basically by pulling circuit breakers. It'd be very easy.
So tonight, an expansive area, both of these 2 red track lines, which can't be dismissed, but it is here off Australia where our sources continue to say that they believe is most likely where Flight 370 is. David?
David Curley with us every step of the way on this. David, thank you.